Yeah. Good morning, it's the Doug Rosen Show. Good morning, it's the Doug Rosen Show. Good morning. Okay, that's enough buffoonery. Good morning, Doug Rice. Drop your fucking phone. Put me on a goddamn computer. You won't drop your phone. Set your phone somewhere. Grab your coffee. Lean back, relax. It's Doug Rice. Welcome to the show. How are we, folks? Doug Rice, Monday morning. How we doing? 7:37. I don't have the time in front of me. I have it on the other screen. But you know what time it is. It's time to sit back. And as I said, grab your coffee. Let's do this. All right, so everybody do it? Everybody good? Everybody good? Yeah? Okay, cool. Lot going on. As you know, it's the month of February. And some have coined this month, quote unquote, Black History Month, which means absolutely nothing these days. Black history means nothing. In actuality, folks, it's simply on a list to itself be canceled. Like critical race theory. They want to cancel the critical race theory. They want to cancel their history involving slavery. They just don't want to talk about it anymore. And I mean, one of the things that has to go is Black History Month. Come on, man. If you're in the schools, you're telling folks don't teach the history. You're going to have to be complete in your aim. Right? You're already burning books. I mean, you're banning books. It's just a few letters to turn that into burning books. What's next? Kristallnacht? I mean, you're following the Nazi playbook, line by line, and we're all watching. Some of us are educated. Some Hebrews, some Negroes, some descendants of slaves are watching. And we understand that it is important not to disassociate all that is happening from all that has happened. That's absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that you are somehow trying to disassociate yourselves from that which you are so closely associated with, in the face of those so closely associated with the association of the associated facts, my God. 6 degrees of separation, baby, and nobody's forgetting shit. Nobody's forgetting shit. Stop thinking that we're all going to somehow just get the fuck over it. We're not going to get over it. You've been telling us to get over it for 400 years while you yourselves don't get over it. It's an odd thing. We're not going to part and parcel history for your sake, motherfuckers. Are you serious? We're not going to excise those parts of history that put you in a bad light. Oh, dear God, no. We're not going to whitewash shit, motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? Speaking of which, nice little segue. I'm watching this special this morning. It's pretty entertaining. The whitewashing of the Bible. I posted it everywhere. 18, 19, 20 minutes, something. It's not long. It's pretty cool. All of the folks that produce these kinds of videos, this particular YouTube channel, these guys are on the ball. Okay? A husband and wife team that have been hitting them between the eyes for years. I've been watching them. On top of Dante Fortson and, Brother Yacoba. These two, well-known, the Watchmen. Everybody knows these guys. Okay? And they did a series that has since been banned from YouTube called White It Out. And my suggestion for everyone, Grand Rising, all of you, is that you search that particular video, White It Out series by The Watchmen, or you look at the video that I have recently shared just moments before going on air. The whitening of the Bible, how our history of biblical who's who was somehow excised from biblical history most effectively, most definitely, most purposefully, and in their mind, most permanently. But the Most High God will come to sort these things out. And we ourselves, as Hebrews, doing some study, understand that what has happened was intentional. The intent was that we forget we are Hebrews, we are Israel, we are the tribe of Judah. The intent was to keep us captive in this place built by our own hands under the constructed torment of the caste system called white supremacy. All tied into the realization that they can't look like us. If they do, they can hide amongst us. So before that which was prophesied was put in place, before our enslavement, before the curses of Deuteronomy were carried out beforehand, there had to be a way of identifying us. Yeah, that's what white supremacy is. And if you look at the video that I'm talking about and you understand the structured way in which they whitewashed history, whitewashed the Bible, took out books they thought were canon, and in one instance we're talking about Enoch, which really lays out what they thought of white skin. Can we go there? First and foremost, this whole concept of white skin is ridiculous. As I see now, there's bronze and there's burnt bronze. There's brass and there's burnt brass. And those folks that consider themselves of the white race are simply unburned brass. If you look at what brass or bronze looks like, unburned, it resembles what they consider to be white skin. Burned brass is what they would consider black skin. It's very interesting. I did not even put that together, the metallic likeness of color when it comes to actual skin color. Look, folks, I've said this before. I haven't said it in a while. Okay? You don't want to meet the white folks. You don't really want to meet the grays. You don't want to meet the motherfuckers that are actually white folks. They're out there underground, more likely being consorted with bald, faceless, porcelain-like real motherfuckers that will get that terminology. And I say that in all seriousness, and the only reason I mention it is because the Iranian newspaper, that is the most reputable newspaper, a few years ago put in writing in their national newspaper that the United States is being run by tall grays. Now listen, I know it sounds stupid, right? Till you look at what all the senators look like. And they all look like translucent, bald-faced, tall gray motherfuckers. All of them trying to be in likeness of whatever they're in concert with, in communication with. It's the only thing that can explain the madness that is going on now. Why all the sudden vigorousness to protect yourselves under some invisible attack that I seem to be unable to locate? Perhaps it is of the unseen world. Perhaps Obama was right. I don't know if you remember, Obama got in front of a crowd and people and said, they're getting ginned up. Y'all know what gin is, right? Jinn. Very good show on Netflix, in actuality. But gin speaks of unseen beings that have very ill intent toward humans, in that they perhaps are stirring up the pot of caucasity in an effort to stave off the inevitable. Shall I continue? Good morning, Doug Rice. How are you? As you know, this is the show. The show is that I show you. Okay, I will say it. This is not a program. You have already been programmed. We've all been programmed. This is the D program. Okay, this is a format. This is a show's format. We're trying to format the bullshit off of your psyche. You know what I mean? How we look at shit, how we perceive shit. How is it served to Negroes in this country? How do we think of ourselves? What do we think of ourselves? Who's directing that thought? Who's directing how we think of ourselves. Who is framing our picture in this country? Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it is not us. It has never been us. For the safety and concern of those who enslaved us, it could never be us. They could never allow us to develop on our own, with our own decisions, conclusions, summations. Folks, they'd seriously have a problem if we came to conclusions without their guidance. Ergo, the need for them to intrude in our goddamned conversations when things aren't going their way. And the release of our captivity, the time being upon us, I think has freed the mental chains we have been kept constrained within, the confines of minds that have been programmed to look upon our oppressors as a non-threat. Well, folks, let me tell you something. Are they not showing themselves to be anything but the opposite of that? I mean, shall we read? What the fuck is going on? See, here's the thing. We've been walking amongst folks who enslaved us. Now, I know that sounds kind of cruel. I know that a lot of y'all going, oh, no, you understand. If the Creator has punished us due to our forefathers' activity long ago, then in some cosmic osmosis type way, we are in fact those forefathers. Folks, we carry within us the story of our enslavement, of our negrosity, if you will. I mean, if you don't sense that what you do echoes in eternity, just as, spoken in Gladiator, through your offspring, carried down genetically through DNA, proclivities, attitudes, as I continually say, thoughts, ideas, opinions. These things aren't simply taught, they are passed down. You don't believe me? Why do we keep confronting the sons and daughters of the fucking South? Why are there neo-Nazis walking about the countryside in Florida, of all goddamn places? We got these clowns dressing up in black shit, Sieg Heiling and shit. What's up with that? You think that's just mimicry? That's not just mimicry. That's innate. That's inbred. Folks are feeling some kind of way because that way has been passed down generationally and through time. Don't you fucking tell me anything different, because look at them. All right, don't drop your phone. Doug Rice, it's early. We just got started, motherfuckers, and it's Monday. Good morning. I'm going to hit you between the eyes with the news, with black news, with the fucking facts. Look, you want to be happy? Go be happy. Go to fucking be happy. Go be joyous, jump, skip, grin, cheese, step, fetch. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I swear for Lord, do it out of my goddamn sight, please. All that we do in the enjoyment of our position in this country is an insult to our ancestors who were murdered just for being here. How dare you? All right, black news. Here we go. Receipts. You know the drill. Look up black news. Share the info with the brothers and the sisters who this channel is for. This is for black people as they name us. I will refer to us as Hebrews, Negroes. I'm not talking about people of fucking color. I'm talking about those of us who suffered the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade, whose whole family extends through this farce, this shit they call democracy that seems to be failing them left and right. And again, let's see what's going on. All right. So black news, right in Bing. Here we go. Andrew Yang deleted a tweet saying Joe Rogan isn't racist because he works with black people. Oh my God, really? You deleted that shit, did you, Yang? You know, I've been listening to Yang. He's an intelligent fellow until he decides to open up his mucking mouth once too often. My God, really? So Yang, are you? That's along the same lines of saying that a person can't be racist if they're married to one of us. Do you see how lost they are? Do you see how fucking off key generally they are? Do you see how out of step and out of rhythm with reality? They are of the dismal mind that, oh, if you work with one of us, you can't be racist. Shit, let me tell you something. You can be sleeping with one of us, married, 2 children, with a whole house, 30-year mortgage, job that you hate, and be as racist as fucking hell. Are you kidding me? Folks, 2 opposing thoughts can safely occupy the same mind without damage. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, absolutely. Come on. Andrew, straighten that shit out. Oh, you deleted the tweet. Good job, buddy. Good job. Oh, the Black Worker Confederate site raises race complaint. Lady, go away. You turned about that. Did you look at the last video with the lady who works in Alabama, the Confederate site, historical, home of the Confederacy in Alabama, and for some reason she's complaining that they're being racist toward her? Lady, that's a part of the job. You didn't read the fine print on your application. If you black and you decide to work in the fucking home of the Confederacy in Alabama, motherfucker, if you are black, and you decide to take a fucking paycheck from that establishment, right in the fine print, they say openly they reserve the right to be as rude and as racist and as openly biased and bigoted to you every fucking day of your employment. And for God's sake, there's a slight bonus if you can take the N-word over and over again. 30-day quarter divided. It's a calculation. I don't know. Corporate America, baby. It's getting more and more complicated every fucking day, I tell you. Dumbass. Listen, if you're the janitor at the Ku Klux Klan rally meeting hall and you hear some expletives, but they're paying you a check, shut the fuck up. Okay? Okay? If you determine that your mission is, in life, to generally be around individuals who historically generally don't have a fair and good opinion about you as a people, because that's what they look at you as. And if you determine that you must be in corporate America's ass, if your nose has to be so firmly planted up the rectum of corporate America, and you hear something within the confines of that circumstance, listen to me, Hebrews. If somehow your racial insensitivities are offended, motherfuckers, shut your goddamned mouth. You're up there. You're in the middle of it. Don't complain. Either take the check and go home, or quit and really start some ruckus. I mean, if you want to be a martyr for the cause, don't decide that you go to school 8 years, get your bachelor's in business, go to work up in Barney Frank, Kochler, and more, 180-year establishment that got their start fucking trading slaves, and think that if you get a boss, slip and say the N-word, you got a case. You don't, motherfucker. You got the case to go home. You don't want to hear it? Bring it in. You don't want your racial insensitivities to be disturbed by the realities of what this country has to offer? Bring it in, motherfuckers. I've been telling you for a long time, it's time to bring it in. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But you got the temerity to go work in establishments that foster and foment the Confederacy and the memory of all of it. And you hear somebody slip and say the N-word, and oh shit, you got a lawsuit. Get your black ass out of the damn establishment, please. Just leave. You mad? Leave. Start a business. Do something for yourself. Don't take a paycheck from them and then be mad that they talk bad about you. Oh. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I'm Doug Rice, the one and fucking only. Listen, black people, Negroes, Hebrews, brothers, sisters, listen. The shit's done. As it crumbles all about you, as it comes unglued, as the duct tape and super glue which held this caricature of a false nation together comes completely apart, Hebrews need fall back, gather unto yourselves, prepare for deliverance, and let the chips fall where they may, because China and Russia are eyeing America's ample ass, and they want some of that booty. Let's do it! Shall we continue? Black news. Black History Month. A seat at the table. Okay, when are we gonna stop begging? I don't want a seat at the table. I'm already at the fucking table, motherfucker. You didn't know that? I'm at the goddamn table. Ain't nobody pushing me away. What the fuck is wrong with you? You want a seat at the table? You helped build the fucking table and the chairs. You don't have to ask for a seat. You are sitting the fuck down at the table. What the fuck is wrong with us? My God, and you know who's leading the way in having us beg for the crumulets that they serve us? Shit like Juneteenth and dumbass stupid shit we should reject offhand. We're sitting there begging with money in our pockets. That's pathetic. Money, power in our pockets, ready to wield. We just too busy begging. See, if we took our hands and did this with them and put them in our pockets, we'd find some fucking money. Hebrews move enough money in this country to affect the economy if they stopped spending. Check my fucking math. Do I need to repeat that? Black people in this country have enough economic power that if they stopped spending money, the United States would feel that shit harshly. And they'd want to get to the bottom of this shit. They'd want answers. I don't understand why we're going about this so completely wrong. It's the reason we are is because the same leaders that were around in the 60s, the ones that have been propped up by Caucasity and given the task of misleading us in circles and shit, these same motherfuckers who claim to speak for us in round tables around the fucking world, these motherfucking fossils from the goddamned 50s who just keep cash in a fucking check as they lead us where? Right back to where we started from. Why? Where are we going? I mean, look at them. They're still here. And they're still preaching the same shit, living off the same history and the same failure, the same humiliation. They wear getting your fucking ass beat across Pettus Bridge as a goddamned badge of honor. Really? Really? And then, so many of us join with them in perpetuating the celebration of the struggle. Fuck you! I don't want to talk about roots. I don't want to talk about the Underground Railroad. I don't need to be reminded of what you motherfuckers put us through. Leave us the fuck alone. I don't need your Black History Month. I don't need to discuss. We don't have to have a fucking open discussion. All has been said. And you're saying so much without saying a fucking thing. You know. You want to talk? A seat at the table. Jesus, man, what are you doing? Black business leaders, advice for the next generation on overcoming racial and economic inequity. Oh, you got some advice for that which is perpetuating and continuing and maintaining. I really, tell me the vice that you have that we haven't heard before. What do we need to do differently that you haven't been telling us we need to do for the last 50 fucking years? I mean, tell me. What are we doing? Why are we listening? What the fuck is our problem? Why don't we just get over it? They keep asking us to get over it. Let's get over it. Let's get over it. I don't need to hear no one. You're right. You know what? Get over it. You're right. I'm going to start with not listening to you, what the fuck you have to say. That's me getting over it. You feel it? Doesn't it feel good? The fuck? Okay. Whoa. Oh, I didn't want to read that one. Black man fatally shot by Minneapolis police, planned to move to Dallas for music career. Why was he killed? Because he was a Negro. In the sight of caucasity at the wrong fucking time. Simple as that. We don't have to discuss anything else. Get the fucking mic out of my face. Get the fuck away from me. And we don't have to talk about it. Let's bury this young brother. Make sure we understand there's a resurrection and move the fuck on. We don't have to discuss. You don't have to explain. I don't need your thoughts and prayers. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Don't put nobody on trial. Don't arrest nobody. Don't fire nobody. No administrative leave. Keep going. Keep going. We have a plan. We may need to do things differently. You're not depending on you to change. This is no longer the fucking tail wagging the motherfucking dog. No. We're done. Here? Okay. Good enough. I mean, I'm just getting tired. And the trip is, it's us, and so it's all taken in stride. It's all taken in stride, isn't it? You know, it's just another bump in the road of a black man losing his life because, well, you just shouldn't have been black right about that moment. Maybe you should have been something else, somewhere else, doing something else. Maybe you should have moved to Dallas a little bit faster. They'll justify what they do in any fucking manner they see fit. Folks, I'm trying to tell you to wake the fuck up, understand where you are. Don't accept any substitutes. They don't give a fuck about blackness in America. And what I mean to say is Negroes. I mean to say Hebrews. I mean to say those of us that are not here of our own free fucking will. That's a class of people. That's a protected class of people. Every day, all day, twice on Sunday. That's more protected than the natives who have reservations, I might add. What, you think I'm going to stop? How dare you? How dare you? Murder us, marginalize, mitigate, forgive, forget, thoughts, prayers, and then tell us to stop complaining while putting Whoopi Goldberg on a 2-week timeout because she said something so obviously stupid. You can't put me on no fucking timeout. You know what I mean? Really? And Negroes, you just gonna sit there. No, you're not. Not if I got anything to do with it. No, you're not. First thing you're going to do, you're going to get that goddamn smile off your fucking face. That's first thing, because ain't nothing funny. Get that Stockholm Syndrome some fucking place, man. God damn. You know, and it don't take nothing away from the experience. You can still be relatively safe and happy, content amongst Hebrews. You know. And ain't nothing wrong with us talking about congealing. Ain't nothing wrong with us talking about solidating. Ain't nothing wrong with getting together. What's wrong with that? They seem to be getting together. We got a whole group of Trump supporters that have opened a community up near the Canadian border. And when I say community, I mean 20, 30, 40, 50,000 of these motherfuckers. And let me tell you the order of the day, the rule of the day, the law. The law is if you ain't white, then it ain't all right for you to be in this town. And they mean that shit, and that's fine. For them, that's fine. Then, of course, chart their own course, set their own path, their own way of doing things. As for me and my household, we worship the Most High God of all creation. We serve the kingdom. We await the kingdom. Let them go build their kingdoms. Whatever. Coffee. All right. Wow. Minneapolis police, they released the body cam footage. No knock warrant. What's with the no knock warrant? Why would you do a no knock warrant? You're going to come in, surprise somebody, shoot him. Now, this brother had a weapon legally able to have in his possession. And dare I say, you know, had it not been a brother, there would have been a slight pause in the cause. I'm almost certain it wouldn't have been a no-knock warrant. And, you know, as long as we're on the subject, you know, what's the body cam footage say? Does it just tell the same fucking story? Well, then let the story be told and let's move the fuck on. What? Think of how interesting things would be if we looked out for our own. Think of how interesting shit would be if we just looked out for each other and just brought it in. What's wrong with that? I mean, if they catch one of us off guard, we getting murdered. You happy with that? You good with that? Because that ain't cool. And they are not sorry. Fuck you. They're not sorry. They keep doing it. They're not fucking sorry. They putting motherfuckers in jail while motherfuckers keep killing us. Fuck your apologies. Fuck your contriteness. Fuck your thoughts, your prayers, your dissecting, your trials, your arrests, your suspension with pay. Fuck you. I don't need any of that shit. Listen, stay out of our conversations, out of our goddamned face. Leave us the fuck alone. Can you do that? Can you mind your fucking business? Can you stop giving us your opinions on black issues? Can you just go away? Is that too direct? I mean, we need this honest discussion, this honest, open forum, and for God's sake, let's wipe the bullshit aside. Give me a break. So, thank you for looking at the Doug Rice Show. I appreciate it. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just letting you know I appreciate all those that are here. Listen, you wake up on Monday morning. You're hearing about clip after clip. You're hearing about while they're celebrating Black History Month, they're killing Black history. While they're celebrating Black History Month, they're murdering Black people. While they're celebrating Black History Month, they're censoring Black authors. Will you all wake the fuck up? My God. All right. So, oh my God, really? Nicki Minaj? Okay, whatever. Black employment rate dips, labor force participation rises in January. Very good. And now they're protesting in the killing of this black man, as if that's going to stop the next killing of the next black man. What the fuck are we doing? You know what would shock them if we did nothing? If we stayed in our house, we stopped spending money, next one that they kill, we simply stop interacting, stop spending money, stop going to work, just stop. You know what would they, I can't even imagine what they would do. They'd come proverbially unglued and in a fucking hurry. You know, I mean, and nobody, I don't even understand. We stopped the same shit. You understand that there's a cycle that they go through when they kill one of us. You know, first they get tense, trying to make sure no one loses their mind, decides to retaliate. Then they start explaining away the circumstances. They talk about the injustice of it all, and then they begin the roundtable meetings on all the major news media networks. You know, we'll have Van Jones out there crying in a little bit, just like he started bawling about his loss of their democracy. You know, it'll go through the circuit. Somebody may be arrested, somebody not arrested. As it fizzles out into the 15-minute news cycle, you're just in time for the next one to get caught on tape. And it's business as usual for Negroes in America, and I, for one, am fucking done. This is ridiculous. Call it what the fuck it is. It's open warfare on blackness, and I mean Negroes. They are in their goddamn feelings, and they're on a murderous rage. Triggered by the most, nondescript things like signs in your window or complimenting a girl, or I mean, you can just get murdered for being in your house and just sitting there. You happy? You still grinning? How you feeling? When you go out there and you're just roaming amongst the sharks that are determined to eat you at the drop of a fucking hat, I mean, how do you present yourself? Do you present yourself a Hebrew with something to do, with business, serious-minded, not here to fucking entertain? I'm not here to dance, tell you jokes. I'm not here to play ball, sing. I'm not here to do shit for you. Now give me a number one with fries. You know what I mean? And some of them will literally ask you to perform. I've had that happen to me. I'm driving people. I got the music on because I want them to feel relaxed. I know a black man is driving you, so you already questioned my ability, but okay. I try to keep it light and airy, put a little bit of my music on so that you understand what the other side listens to. As you're listening, you hear me, you might see me bop my head a little bit, and you might see me go in sync with the music. And do you know that I had one of them ask me to sing them a song because it looked like I could sing? I nearly got incensed and then thought, God, Cassidy, hold on. And so I said, no, I'm not going to sing for you. No, ma'am, I'm not here to do that. I'm just going to drive you and drop you off. But singing for you, there won't be any of that. Jesus. All right. So Halle Berry. Halle Berry is completely heartbroken. No other black woman has won a Best Actress Oscar. Well, Halle, I've got a news flash for you. When you won, black woman didn't win then either. You just glomming on to us. What you think you could do a goddamn movie and fake badly being a sister in the hood? I mean, you did a horrible job in Babs. Horrible, horrible. Everybody saw through your privileged class, your silliness. You watched a black woman and decided to imitate that caricature of a black woman, and you did it dismally. It was horrible. Now, I did like you in Raising Isaiah. I thought you were impeccable there. But don't try to pretend to be us, dear. You're not. And you know it. You don't even like brothers. What's wrong with you, girl? Halle, how you gonna be disappointed? You hear what she said? Halle is completely heartbroken, and she married to a white man and has his baby. That no other black woman has won an Oscar. Are you completely heartbroken that no other black woman has won an Oscar? Really, Halle? Are you really complete? Get your ass away from me, man. Get your ass. Go somewhere and do some acting, please. Go be a Bond girl or some shit. Nobody gives a fuck about you being heartbroken. Are you serious? Do these motherfuckers actually think we give a fuck about how they feel regarding blackness as they do everything in the polar opposite toward blackness? As they engage in every activity that is not about us, this chick is incensed that no other... Well, really? You're completely heartbroken? Babe, I've been heartbroken once in my life. That's a horrible feeling. I can't believe that you're heartbroken over a goddamned circumstance. Please go sit your attention-needing ass the fuck down, Halle Berry. Go do a movie if you want some press. Fuck out of here. All right. Oh, Alabama puts first black student's name on building alongside ex-KKK leader. That's it. What did you do? Figures. Understandable. Alabama, Alabama, Missouri, Louisiana, Kentucky. Bastions of caucasity. My friends, my brothers, my sister. I don't give a fuck if you live in any of those states. You know better than to be in some towns after dark. Call me a lie. Call me a lie and tell me that if you in some jerkwater town in Kentucky, Missouri, Tennessee at the wrong time of night, y'all don't know what terror is. You don't know what fear is until you come up against an enraged Klansman or some shit who don't give a fuck about you. Yo, all right. Supreme Court fight shows why Americans have such a hard time talking about equity for black women. Shut the fuck up. I'm not even gonna read it. Brian Flores, discriminating lawsuit exposing NFL's worker. One black NFL coach and you're fucking whining. What did you expect? You got one black NFL coach. You got out of 118, 19 justices, 108 of them or something were all white males. Yeah, I mean, what is it? They're telling you what they are. You fucking all incensed that they're showing you what they are. I don't understand how you can get in your goddamn feelings. Fuck this place. Fuck this place. Can anyone see the last gasps of this country? How it is literally choking on its own hate. Y'all don't see that? You can't. Marjorie Taylor Greene is an angry little chick, man. What's she so angry for? She got a good job, $176,000 a year for life. I'll be yelling. You trapping. I ain't making wave one. I'm good. I got elected too. Man, please. Anyway, all right. I'm just trying to keep it light, trying to keep it airy. I don't want to get too, it's just that I'm looking at shit like 15 black characters in sports films that deserve more recognition. This is the problem that I'm having with us at this point. I'm looking at all the things that they think we deserve that we're not getting from them. Reparations, recognition, Oscars, equal, value in our homes. All of these things that we keep begging these motherfuckers for that they are intent on not giving us. Will we stop fucking begging? Stop expecting anything. Well, what the fuck? And it's just story after story after story after story after story of black neediness. What do you want, really? I need you to think about this, brothers and sisters, that sit here as Hebrews in this country, devoid of the kingdom. If you somehow could take God's kingdom out of the equation. If God's kingdom were not approaching this planet, what do you expect the future for Hebrews to be? Where is this all leading? Where do you think this is going to end? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you not at least projecting? Just do the fucking steps. We're not on a good trajectory here. This isn't going to end well for us. Maybe you should think about what I'm saying. How bad it is. I mean, they want to tell you how good it is while they're telegraphing what they really want to do. I mean, they want to put you back in chains. They want to get you back in chains before they may end up in chains. You think the powers that be don't watch China? You think we don't get chatter from China in their plans against the United States population if they lose their fucking minds in this wealth of a country? Who would mind if the United States democracy fell and China decided to move armies in to control you motherfuckers? Tell me the nation that would object to bringing caucasity under control. And they worry about what I'm saying. Y'all better worry about what these countries want to do to your asses. You like caucasity? You like white supremacy? You like right-wing white nationalism? In a country with all this wealth purchased by China, who is just itching to get you crazed individuals under control. For all of you that want to look at the Doug Rice Show and get in your goddamn feelings as supposed Caucasians, I advise you look at the news. You got bigger fish to fry than this blackface. Trust and believe. You got wolves at the gates, motherfuckers. Hungry motherfuckers. And while you yelling at me, talking about how racist I am and all this other shit, you got the likes of Josh Hawley, Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar. The list goes on of the most vile of you motherfuckers, led by the vile in chief, Donald Trump. Abhorrent, hedonistic motherfucking, just a disgusting pig. Anybody that says anything about their daughter that this dude has said is a creep. Understand that his son didn't talk to him for years because he was accused of raping his wife, who took him to court. That's the kind of character these motherfuckers follow. You remember when you see them yelling their fists or you see them at a Klan rally, remember the man that they're cheering on has a credible accusation of child rape against him that he suppressed just before the election in 2016. That's right. Just the facts, baby. Look what they follow. Look at what they follow. You think you're okay? Wake the fuck up. Get the goddamned grin off your fucking faces. Understand how you got here. Remember, you're Hebrews. You're not black. Let them be black. Let them be white. You be Hebrews, set apart. Wait for the kingdom. Damn, volcanoes in 3 countries yesterday. Russia, Burma, I believe, and then another one, I can't remember. 3 places, volcanoes. Boom, boom. The earth is just vibrating in the approach of the kingdom of God Almighty. You think you see shit now. All right. This is the Doug Rice Show. It's what I got. It's what I do. Now GOP Senator Lisa Murkowski said she'd be honored to support, wait for it, an exceptional black woman for the Supreme Court. So she really wouldn't be honored to have a black woman in the Supreme Court. She has to use the caveat, and I'm reading it, that she'd be honored to support an exceptional candidate. So what's this black woman got to be in their mind? This chick gonna have to walk on water or some shit? What is this chick gonna be? I'm trying to figure out who they gonna pick. Man, you watch who they put in the Supreme Court. They gotta put a black woman in the Supreme Court. This chick ain't gonna be nothing black. Ain't gonna be nothing black about this woman, not even her skin. Maybe her hair. Otherwise, I don't know what you talking about. What you waiting for? Stop holding your breath. I don't give a fuck. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. I don't give a fuck who you put in the Supreme Court. Put them there. Black, white, Mexican, whatever the fuck floats your boat till kingdom come. Put them wherever you want. Fuck, are you serious? She'll support an exceptional black woman. Just anybody. I'm exceptional. I need the IQ to be at least 170. I need the water that she walks on to be Perrier. I need the caucasity to be to the brim. Shut the fuck up. All right, well, so I am kind of confused. The Ahmaud Arbery killers, now the feds are putting them on trial to see if it was a hate crime. I don't even understand how that even, I don't get it. So that's black news. Alabama parents are complaining that Black History Month is CRT? Why are they in these states, these southern states, these Confederate states, these sons and daughters of the fucking South that we are now dealing with? And I will tell you this. You know, Abraham Lincoln sent them all home. Told them to go procreate, go. Brother against brother, no, nobody on trial. You see what he should have done, right? Because now look at the backlash we're dealing with. And coming from states like Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, all the states where they gather, where the problem originated, they're still fucking there. And you're sitting there grinning like shit's fucking funny. Confederacy is still alive and well. And they don't want critical race theory taught in the schools because their children are so fucking weak. Oh, my kids are so, and they just feel some kind of way. Did you feel some kind of way in the school? When the shit you call critical race theory was taught in the school, and you and I were sitting in school some 30 years ago, and we were just sitting there chilling, taking it in, writing notes, hoping we passed the test. Were you in your goddamn feelings? Were you affected? I'm trying to figure it out. When did motherfuckers get so goddamn weak and sensitive? How can white supremacy be so fucking weak that they can't hear about their history? I don't get it. I don't get it. With one mouth, you scream you're fucking superior. With another mouth, you scream I'm fucking weak. Don't take pictures of me. Don't teach history. My kids can't hear it. They're so sensitive. Shut the fuck up. Jesus. You go sit your racist asses the fuck down somewhere. Go away. And if you don't go away, if you choose to remain, I'm thinking that perhaps the planet and creation itself may have to deal with you. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I'm feeling good. It's Monday. Fuck it. I don't know. It's 8:28. I've been doing this an hour. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna do this shit. Give me a fucking break. Miseducation of black students is appalling. Whatever. Oh my God. I mean, what do you want? No, black parliamentarians condemn white supremacy convoy protests in Canada? What the fuck? White unite for freedom. Oh my God. It's global. It's everywhere. Black parliamentarians condemn white supremacy convoy protests in Canada. Let me read. The Parliamentarian Black Caucus, the group made of parliamentarians from Canada's Senate and House of Commons, has released a statement on the ongoing Freedom Convoy protest in Ottawa, stating that the event is an opportunity for white supremacists to parade their views in public. Brothers, sisters, Hebrews, stay to yourself, stay indoors, gather up. It's in Poland, it's in Austria, it's in Canada, it's everywhere. It's in Russia, it's the United States. You do understand we're not talking about white supremacy, right? What they're actually espousing is their hatred for Negroes. And they flip it fairly well, talking about white supremacy. Who are they after then? If white supremacy is the deal, who's the enemy? Motherfuckers. I pray Creator comes and puts these motherfuckers down. I do. I do. Because they're getting worked up by something or someone. And Hebrews better keep on guard. Pretty soon, everything that don't look like them is going to be a fucking threat. The bill 666 in Missouri passed to allow anyone in fear for their safety the ability to take a life without explanation. Brothers and sisters, I advise you bring it in. I did not know that there were some Canadian concerns of white supremacy even in Canada. In Poland, right-wing white nationalism. In Germany, reemergence of Nazism. What you think Russians think about Negroes? Come on, man. It's all about somehow targeting Negroes under the guise of white supremacy. If you don't believe me, watch what happens. Canada is concerned about white supremacy rising in their ranks, so above us. Mexico has one of the fastest growing neo-Nazi fucking memberships in the world. Mexico has a neo-Nazi fucking problem. What? What the fuck's going on? Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see it? I know you do. It's disturbing, isn't it? Once you sit back and you look at it squarely and you observe it for what the fuck it is, it's a little bit disturbing, but no worries. The kingdom comes. No worries. God Almighty is our save. And you need to understand, we are set apart by the Most High. Listen to me. If we were not who I say we are during these shows, they would not treat us as such. They treat us as if there is something about us. What is it? Only one thing I can point to. We are Hebrews. We are the set apart of the Most High God who fast approaches. We need to bring it in. We need to gather unto ourselves. We need to get the fuck out of Babylon. And we need to wait the kingdom, which is fast approaching, like a volcano. God's coming. These people are losing their minds. How about this? If God wasn't coming, what do you think would be the end? Ain't no way. Yeah, Creator's coming. He's coming to bring to an end those that are ruining the earth. Specifically stated by God Almighty. I'm coming to bring to an end those ruining the earth. So he's got a specific target in mind. And I can only imagine who seems to be getting nervous. All right. Wow. Canada. I didn't know. Wow. Yeah. Just kind of interesting, you know, you go through this. Wow. I did not know that. A black student says the Greenfield High School athletic director repeatedly called him boy. I don't let them call me boy one time without severe consequences. I don't let the N-word slip out their fucking mind without severe consequences. I make at least those things. You will hold your tongue. I don't expect you to like me. Fuck you. But you will show respect in my presence, or I will put your teeth down your fucking throat. And that's a promise. I promise that. No, you'll stay your tongue in my presence. That's for goddamn sure. I kid you not. You will not call my child boy. I don't need you fired. I will put my foot in your fucking ass and gladly do the time. You will think hard before calling another Negro anything other than sir, young man, ma'am, in my presence. And they just want you fired. You need to thank them. I mean, what is it? I mean, here's the deal. I'm done listening. You know, you show your monkey fucking asses on the 6th of January, 2021. You throw this precious democracy that you lie about so fucking well down the toilet. Well, now fuck you and anything you got to say about Hebrews. You mind your fucking business and you mind your fucking tongue. I don't like that shit. That's just amazing. Interesting. It's obvious that, things are deteriorating. It's obvious that, our freedom is nearly at hand. Our deliverance. I don't know about you. I got some kind of problem. Yeah. Because the problem is that for so many years we ate a mile of your fucked up shit telling us how great your goddamn country was. And how fucking grateful we need to be that you took us as slaves and brought us here against our goddamn will. Years. We've been eating that shit. And then you throw it all away for whiteness. Fuck you motherfuckers. Don't you say a goddamn word to Hebrews. Now, any questions? We good? Everybody good? It's Monday morning. This is what you tune in for. I want you to like, share, subscribe. You know I can't read the comments and stay focused. But if I'm not telling the truth, why are you here? All I'm doing is removing the fog of bullshit. Don't use smooth words in my direction. In fact, don't say shit to me. And mind your fucking business. You got business to attend to. Best you get to that. All right. I thank everybody for showing up. Our show, I feel good. And, it's, give me a break, man. When China makes whatever move they make against this god-awfulness, you can only hope that, Creator uses them to send us home. Otherwise, keep your head down, keep your head on a swivel, get that goddamn grin off your fucking face when you are out in public. Don't give anybody the benefit of your smile, your warmth. Don't do that. Now's not the fucking time. I'm Doug Rice, the one, the only. Thank you for tuning in to the Doug Rice Show. Y'all have a good morning.